You know how we've always been told a tidy desk equals a tidy mind? Well, what if that's only half the story? We're going to challenge that idea today and explore how a little bit of, well, chaos might be the very thing you need to spark your next great idea.
I know. This probably sounds completely backward, right? It goes against everything we've heard about productivity. But the argument here is powerful. A bit of mess isn't a flaw. It's actually fertile ground where brand new, unexpected connections can really begin to grow.
You're probably a little skeptical. I get it. A messy desk feels, well, messy. But stick with me here, because we're about to unpack why a little disorder can be an incredible tool for your brain. It might just be your new secret weapon.
Okay, so how does this actually work? It's not about just being disorganized for the sake of it. There's a really interesting reason our brains not only cope with a little disorder, but actually kind of love it. Let's dive in.
It all comes down to one core concept: pattern recognition. Your brain is an absolute master at finding patterns. It's how we make sense of everything. But when your world is too organized, when everything is always in its perfect place, your brain doesn't have any new puzzles to solve. It kind of gets bored and can slip into rigid autopilot thinking. So let's compare them side by side. A spotless desk is, without a doubt, fantastic for deep focus, for just getting things done. But that same environment can sometimes trap you in a mental rut. A messy desk, on the other hand, it forces your brain to see things differently. An old notebook next to your keys, next to a half-read report, bam! Suddenly your brain might connect those dots in a way it never would have before. It's all about those unexpected combinations.
And hey, this isn't just a fun theory. There's actual research that shows people in messy rooms literally come up with more creative ideas than people in tidy ones. It's like the disorder gives them permission to break free from conventional thinking. So you're in good company. Think Einstein, Mark Twain, both famous for their brilliantly cluttered workspaces.
Okay, super important point here. We are not, I repeat not, saying you should live in total chaos. There's a world of difference between creative mess and, well, a mess you can't work in. It's all about finding your personal sweet spot.
Exactly. The key here is strategic disorder. You don't need a disaster zone. You just need enough novelty, enough variety to break the routine and give your brain something interesting to chew on. Think of it as introducing little surprises, not creating an avalanche of clutter.
This chart shows it perfectly. On one end of the scale, you have too clean. That can lead to that stiff, rigid thinking. On the far end, too messy. That's just stressful and distracting. But right there in the middle, that's the creative zone. That's the sweet spot we're aiming for.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get practical. I have a really simple, quick experiment for you to try right now. We're going to call it the 3-object challenge. Seriously, do this with me. Look at your desk or just the space around you. Pick 3 random things: a pen, your phone, a book, anything. Got them? Okay. Now just move them around. Put them in new spots where they don't normally belong. Don't overthink it. Now, just take a second and notice. Does the space feel any different? Did it spark even a tiny new thought?
And that's it. That's the whole principle right there. One small, simple change in your physical world can create a fresh perspective in your mental world. It's amazing how easily you can nudge your brain out of a rut.
So let's bring this all home. It's time to completely reframe how we think about mess. Instead of seeing it as a weakness, let's start seeing it for what it can be: a powerful tool, a secret weapon for your creativity. If you take away just one thing today, let it be this: creativity is a muscle that feeds on novelty and surprise. When you feed your brain unexpected things to look at, you are directly fueling its ability to give you unexpected ideas in return.
So, I'll leave you with a question. The next time you feel stuck, instead of rushing to tidy up, what if you just mix things up a little? Let in a bit of that creative chaos. What amazing idea is just waiting for you to find it in the mess?